Introducing the starting for your Orleans Thunder. At the shooting guard position, 6 feet 4 inches, number 5.
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, there's the Pelicans. Just need to take it a game at a time.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, it's been the kind of start to their season that a lot of experts were predicting. And by that, I mean a very strong start.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. The guard set is Alvarado and McCollum. Zion Williamson is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the center. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Williamson and the rejection by Holmgren. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Oklahoma City moving it around. Hartenstein finds Dort. Clock at 6. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pulls up on the wing. Dort misses. And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
Now Williams following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Dagnall. We talked about trying to contain someone like Zion Williamson, and coach said it's like trying to put out a fire with a squirt gun. He's just so explosive and physical. The only good option is to build walls and try to cut him off from the hoop. See how that works out for them. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
Dort against McCollum. Pass to Alvarado. And here is Williamson. Over Holmgren. It's stolen by Dort. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Williams with a clean look. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
As you expect, Zion getting forceful and dominant inside.
The open shot, Williams. And it falls over the rim and in.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And the Pelicans making a change here. Austin's checked in. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard for the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play these guys heads up. Number 1, the Thunder. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
And forcing turnovers is a point of pride for both these teams. That's why their steal numbers have been so high.
Here's Boston. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Williamson against Holmgren. Clock at 4. Here's Boston. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. The people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And New Orleans also making a change. Hawkins checked in for C.J. McCollum. Wallace outside. Three-pointer. And there's Holmgren. That's good on the assist by Wallace. Holmgren's got 5 now. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. 7-point differential. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Holmgren.
And you look at Zion. His combination of size, speed, and strength can be extremely difficult for a defense to have to deal with.
That free throw missing. Stan, no one knows Williamson's game more than you. You know it firsthand. Zion's physicality makes him incredibly difficult to defend.
Well, there's no question, Kevin. He's virtually unstoppable going to the basket. But as time goes on, you know everybody's athleticism decreases a little. If he's going to age well in the league, he's going to need to have that jump shot as a weapon.
I'm sure you told him that, didn't you?
I tried.
Now, here's Holmgren. He's got 5. That one goes. Count it. Holmgren's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. So, Coach, thinking about Zion Williamson and his impact on the game, sometimes his playmaking can be overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, Kevin, this guy is really unselfish, and I think Zion actually relishes setting up teammates for shots more than he likes to score. He knows he's going to draw a lot of attention, and he creates shots for his team.
Just hearing you talk, I know you really like him, even personally, don't you? You love him as a player, but personally you like him.
Just a great person.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Holmgren. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Dort. And he's good on the second. So here we are, Stan, with the trade deadline in the rearview mirror. It's come and gone. Some players are definitely, don't you think, breathing a sigh of relief?
Kevin, it was my favorite day of the season, the day after the trade deadline, because players get distracted by all the rumors. Now they can get back to focusing on basketball, and everybody knows now this is our team going forward.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me when that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. And so it's New Orleans with it. The Thunder making the shot. It's Hawkins on the wing. There's a good screen. Over Wallace. The shot by Hawkins, no good. The Thunder leading by 7. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Williams with the stuff.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Williamson looking it over. puts one up from 19. And so it's Oklahoma City ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Thunder.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Javonte Green. Then there's Hawkins. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Boston in at the small forward position. Here is Hawkins after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Hawkins putting his passing on display, moves the ball to an open man.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by McCollum. Knocked away and stolen by Caruso. Back to Wallace. Lays it up off the glass.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
McCollum passes to Boston. Back to McCollum. Pass to Olynyk. New Orleans moving it around. It's Hawkins on the wing. Screen by Olynyk. Releases. The shot by Hawkins. No good. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Grizzlies. Back to Wallace. Wiggins, a screen on Hawkins. Here's Wallace. A special move before the shot. And now it's a 12-point Thunder lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Olynyk. Now Hawkins, a three. Rebound by Williams.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That free throw, no good. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I personally love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Now here's McCollum. No scoring in this one. Stolen by George. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Wallace. There's the three. Dort misses.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Now Olynyk And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Clock at 2. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Last outing for the Pelicans, it was a loss to Sacramento. Caruso kicks to Wallace. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside, off the mark. Alvarado finds Olynyk. McCollum against Wallace. Back to McCollum. Can they get it? Down the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
A veteran in the NBA, C.J. McCollum, seems to have adjusted nicely, don't you think, to his role as elder statesman.
Kevin, even going back years, I always thought that C.J. McCollum was one of the most consistent guys in the league. Seems like every time you check the box score, he'd have over 20 points, but never like 40, just every night, pencil him in. 20 to 30 in those range, 5 or 6 assists, high percentage. This guy is as consistent as they come.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Wallace. Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Joe with it. He's defended by Alvarado. Now Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. Dort passes to Joe. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. It's good from long range. Holmgren's got the lead up to 13 now for Oklahoma City. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in the play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
The Thunder shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
At the line for the Oklahoma City, Williams. One shot.
That's good from Williams. So Stan, I'm looking at this Pelicans roster. They've done a great job building through trades, signing kids off the street, and acquiring talent.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Kevin, that anyone's done a better job of putting together a roster so deep and talented. And as you said, they've done it in so many ways. Draft, trade, undrafted guys. Just a tremendous job.
Really something. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Holmgren dishes to Williams. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Pelicans trail by 12. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Williamson outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Oklahoma City enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
You know, right now for the Thunder, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Hey, these guys are a bunch of artists, man. You know why? They live for the paint. Oh, that joke was weak, but their play style is Diesel approved.
I wouldn't say the joke was weak, it just needed a capper. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Chet Holmgren has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Alvarado. The Thunder making the shot. McCollum outside. Five on the clock, and he's good on the 3 ball. McCollum's got 8 points.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
Now, here's Holmgren. He's got 10.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here's McCollum for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room. And he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
Williamson, the pass to McCollum. Here's Messi. They set the pick. McCollum, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. For 3, Holmgren. Another miss by Holmgren. Pelicans trail by 11. Pass to McCollum. Here's Alvarado. Defended by Holmgren. 11 feet away. Yep, that one goes in there. 8 points for him. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. There's Williams. The 10-footer finds the target. And the Thunder lead by 11.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Wallace is checked in for Holmgren. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Trey Murphy.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that way.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
Second free throw, no good. Last season, the Thunder finished as the 1 seed for the first time since 2013.
Yeah, and that was when they were led by the young duo of Durant and Westbrook. But they've got a new group of young stars now who are looking to bring that first championship to OKC.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Pass to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from the line, and he gets it to go. McCollum's got 10.
Well, McCollum really can hit from anywhere. He's got every move.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's defended by Alvarado. Pelicans trail by 11. A floater. Rebound by Wallace. Thunder have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And Williams throws it down.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Wallace against McCollum. Pass to Messi. Williamson from long range. And the Pelicans miss again. The Thunder leading by 13. Hartenstein with the screen for Wallace. To the inside. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And the basket by McCollum.
So comfortable off a feed. McCollum has made a lot of these over the years.
Wallace down low. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Messi grabs the rebound. Messi's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Alvarado. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. From outside the arc, the Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Olynyk. Jose Alvarado is out there with Hawkins. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Boston in at the 3. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Thunder lead by 16. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively.
So it's the Thunder now. The Pelicans make their last shot. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Can't get it to go. His 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. Here's Boston, covered by Joe. Pass to Hawkins. Oh, that's blocked.
A remarkable defender. Caruso also uses his deceptive vertical to his advantage to come up with blocks.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Joe. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Alvarado. Pass to Olynyk. Launches it. Caruso grabs the miss. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for Oklahoma City. 17-point lead, their biggest. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Pass to Hawkins. They set the pick. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the triple.
This is a go-to shot for Hawkins because he knows how dangerous he can be from downtown.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Williams scanning the floor. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just, excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Now, here's Dort. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. The wide open look here for Hartenstein. No good from outside. Pelicans trail by 18. Alvarado with it. Pass to Misi. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Outside Williams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Clearly a foul.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And the first one at the line is good. And Williams drops them both. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right, with the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
1:33 left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Messi. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Deep two from Williamson. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 13-5 run here.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Oklahoma City.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. Lets it go with a 3. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.